You alright? You good? You alright?
Let the record show it was Ethan. Look at him, Liz. Look at him.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and that's Luke up there blocking the wind and providing the GoPro support. And this is the QOM of the Griffith Park Ponies climb. Officially, it's the Griffith Park Hill Climb segment. This segment is 3.24 miles with an average gradient of 5.2%. It's a little bit misleading though, because there is a descent kind of right in the middle of it. So I would say overall, the actual climb portions of the segment definitely average out to more than that. This segment also, it's kind of divided up into 3 climbs, you can think of it. So we're on the first part right now. This is Trash Truck Hill, which is another segment, Coco's official trash truck. And it's, I would say, about a 3.5 minute effort. And then at the very top of this part, there's a gate that you go through, and that sort of starts the next segment of it, which is the Mount Hollywood climb. As you can tell, there's a lot more people in this video than there are in most of our QOM attempt videos, and that's because this is actually a group ride. Pandas Ponies, it goes off every Wednesday at 6:30 a.m. They meet at the Griffith Park Ponies, and it's really well attended. I would say on average, there's usually around 30 to 50 people there, and it can get up to 100.
This is the front group in this ride today, but they're all rider abilities and paces go up this climb, and everyone celebrates each other. So it's a really great group ride, and the majority of this route is closed to cars.
Yeah, it's just overall a really positive experience. Unfortunately, I have work almost every Wednesday that starts at 8 a.m. So I can't make this ride usually, but it just so happened that today, we were going on vacation, and my vacation started today. So we figured this would be a great time to actually go and do the ponies ride for once, since we ride with a lot of these people just on the weekends. And now we're coming up to the gate, which luckily for today was open, not always the case. The gate used to not be open, so the time that I'm going up against was actually a closed gate time segment, so that makes it just all the more impressive. And here I did not make a great turn, so the main character has changed to this guy.
Yeah, Andrew was on my wheel here for a little while, and I sort of went aggro boyfriend on him and told him to give up my wheel to Rachel. I'm very sorry. I kind of barked at him, and I apologized after, but I still feel bad. I don't really like being up in people's face.
It was really fine. I was like, all right, I guess I'll just follow a different wheel. It's all good.
He's definitely allowed in the train next time.
All the times on the leaderboard, for the most part, now are from the open gate segment. I would say it was about a 10-second time save over when it was closed, because you used to have to go through this little dirt patch on the side of it, and you could either ride it if you were skilled, or you could walk it, which is what I would normally do.
What both of us would normally do.
Yeah. But the top 2 times that I was going up against on this segment were both with the gate closed. So there's definitely, both of them can save at least 10 seconds on both of their times, for sure, just with having that gate open.
We're passing by the Travel Town water tank. It's actually a nice bit of pavement there, and it's pretty steep, so that's often a place for attacks on this group ride.
It's also almost right before the descent section, so you can kind of take it a little bit harder, knowing that in about 30 seconds to a minute, you're probably gonna end up right on the descent. You get a little bit of a recovery.
And then Rachel's favorite part, the descent.
Not the best. I don't know if you can tell from my face, but I was wearing the clear glasses, which was the wrong decision. So not only is it's not a super technical descent, but it is a little bit technical, and there's also lots of pine needles and a little bit of gravel. And I couldn't really see with my glasses the sun. This part was shaded, which was kind of nice, but definitely the descent I'm not the strongest descender, and this was also not my strongest Griffith Park descent. So definitely a lot of time can be saved there by someone who's a little bit more skilled than me on this descent here. Getting passed by everyone.
It's really an interesting climb because now you're seeing riders from the beginning who are coming back on the descent because of their skill.
Yeah, it's just a really interesting segment to try to get a fast time on, because there's just so many different ways that you can sort of
go
play
fast.
it and go for it. Yeah.
Like Zach's here now, and he wasn't in the same group we were in at the beginning.
Yeah, it's just really interesting, and like the way that different people get fast times is completely different. Like someone could excel at the descent, someone could excel at the first part, someone could have a really good sprint at the end and make up a ton of time because it gets kind of steep at the end. So. And
there's David. Everyone's catching us.
I am not going fast. There's also a bunch of new pavement on this road too. Yeah. Since the top 2 times, at least on the female leaderboard, were set. So there is definitely a lot of time to be saved on this segment. There used to be a giant rock patch where there was one good line, and now it has been repaved and it's beautiful pavement, and you can take up the whole road. So there's definitely, just a lot of time that can be saved on the climb now.
When I was building the little graphic on the top left there, I saw that Danny gained over 10 seconds to you on the descent.
That's not shocking, really. I think I saw that on my Wahoo too. I was like, oh, oh man.
So all the time you saved by not having to cycle across the gate,
it
was given up.
All lost on the descent, yeah. Here's
And then,
Juan.
yeah, Juan,
Cash.
this is sort of the third part to this climb. Well, yeah, the
I'd say
third climbing part. If there's
climbing
four
part,
sections,
yeah.
2 climbs, a descent, kind of a flat section, and then
Yeah.
the final 5-minute climb.
And this is the part where they repaved a bunch of it and it made it a lot faster.
It's not a bunch of it, but it's the parts that matter. It's the
The
curves,
worst-
it's
the
the
worst
switchbacks.
parts.
Yeah, so if you're doing a little attack there, it's a little easier to keep your both wheels on the ground. You do have to watch out for people descending, coming up the other side past Griffith Observatory.
Usually not a giant issue at 7 in the morning, but definitely something to still watch out for.
So we're making this hairpin here, and it's into the final stretch, which is called, kind of like every climb has one. This is the Three Bastards of Mount Hollywood, and it's the steepest part of the whole climb. There are 3 pitches, as per the name, and if you're going really hard, it's just over a minute from there to the top. So it's the final push.
Well, I'm coming in with some encouragement.
I think you like his encouragement more than you like my encouragements.
Makes me less mad. I just have no sprint as evidence. Everyone is encouraging me. Meanwhile, my shoulders are like up at my ears here. Struggling to the line.
Here you go. You can see the mountains in the background. It was a very pretty day.
It's a great day.
Yeah, you do not always get that. There you go.
Trying so hard. I'm kind of like, when is it over? I've gone through the last gate.
Yeah, this one just
Where does
slowly
it end?
ends.
It's still going. I'm trying so hard. I'm losing it. There we go. So if you're ever in the LA area, come out to Ponies. I promise it's a whole lot more fun than that just made it up here.